International League action just a few moments away, but as final preparations are being made, let's get a look at tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Jordan Knodler will be our subject. And what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. And, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber. They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the Columbus Clippers and the Pawtucket Red Sox. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, they need to get on more. They're in the bottom third of the league in OBP, so they need to get runners on base so that they can at least try to put together some big innings.
Martin Jorgensen gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, something to watch. He has not thrown well at home. Been much better on the road. Really no explanation for it, but he's got to change that trend.
Mariano Ochoa comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Mariano Ochoa.
Nobody here, nobody. Strike one. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you know, you better not sleep on that guy hitting 7. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Brock Holt will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Yeah. In there, no balls and a strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball.
Here we go.
Four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Hey!
That's taken. Now it's
No
0-2.
balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, yeah, that's the pitch right there. If he keeps that sinker to the outside part of the plate, he's going to do just fine. If that thing flattens out just a little bit, or if he gets it towards the middle of the plate, it's going to be a long game.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with that, let's give you a look at the Clippers on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
David Fernandez will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
Hey! Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Hey, plays the 1 now.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Boy, you think he looks dialed in? How about 2 strikeouts and then a good pitch right there to get ahead of the number 3 hitter?
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Brandon Rosales will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Brandon Rosales.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Plays at first now.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Hey, nobody away. Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. To 2-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Brian Holiday is on deck. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
You got ball. You got ball. I got it.
Agee arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Brian Holiday will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Hey, we got one out here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Eat it, eat it. Nobody.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Sandy Leon takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, let's go right here.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there. And you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Hey, got one.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Eat it. No runner.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
William
Nakamura
will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play.
Hey, one away.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next two pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounded to short. He's got it. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick, and that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Hey, 2 down.
Devin Marrero will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home.
Hey, get ahead right here.
First offering on its way. In there, strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2, and now you've got to put that early run behind you and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
2 out here and a runner at second. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll go now to the top of the third. Pawtucket's out in front, 1-0. Number 41 will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Plays it first here.
Now the 0-1.
Hey, we got no one here.
Played and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2.
I got to count. He's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Well, you really don't want to start putting labels on guys too early in their career, but this guy has been hearing the tag good field, no hit for at least a couple of years now, and he's going to have to do some maturing at the plate, or he's going to find himself being a utility guy for the rest of his career.
Mariano Ochoa will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first.
I only saw 3 pitches, and it wasn't even really a
Plays
fight.
it first.
1, 2, 3, and go sit down.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
100 miles
an
an
hour
we
got
is
one here.
hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bounce to first. Aguilar is right there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, here we go.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 3 innings complete. The Paw Sox are out in front, 1-0. David Fernandez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hey, nobody out now. Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Ball. And a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
The left fielder, number 23.
At the plate, Brandon Rosales. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Got one down now. One down.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Hit to short. Reined in. Throw on to
He's
first.
out.
2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan Holiday.
In now, Brian Holiday. He singled his last
Come on,
time
guys.
up. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Hey, 2 away now. 2 away.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Sandy Leon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Doing a good job right there.
Hey, come on,
tying
guys.
him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Might have been anticipating the sinker there because he was well under that one.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Wow, talk about a difference that 24 hours makes. Yesterday, these guys were hitting everything in sight, but things sure have changed this time around. They haven't been able to get anything going at all.
William Nakamura stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was
One
a
down
sinker
here,
that
fellas.
he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone
Hey,
against
get
a
ahead.
guy like
Stay
this.
ahead right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Devin Marrero comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Boy, that was a good changeup that got him last time.
Hey, let's go
I
right
wouldn't
here.
be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
And he starts the number 8
Two
hitter
outs.
with a
Let's get outta
strike.
here.
0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Started to go around there, but he holds up
I got
ball
1
1.
strike.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete. Columbus is out in front, 2-1. Number 41 will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
Hey, nobody.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Hey, first pitch strike. Get ahead right here.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Standing in now, Mariano
Hey, we got
Ochoa.
one here.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Hey, plays the 1. Here we go.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
2 outs here.
Here's Brock Holt now.
Nope.
And he lays off there 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. The Clippers lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, David Fernandez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late.
Here we go,
so
guys.
They need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Hey, nobody out now.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses ball 1. Two and oh.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And if I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Two-one pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the box, Brandon Rosales, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, fellas. And that's why he's doing so well.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Brian Holiday will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
2 down, 2
down. It's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. Columbus is out in front, 2-1. Leading off the inning, Sandy Leon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1, so getting this leadoff guy on would be huge right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. Well, will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why you can't get these final 6 outs.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
William Nakamura will stand in again. Couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Slapped hard the opposite way, but taken in over at first for the 2nd out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Devin Marrero will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now, and we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this game.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, we got 2.
Our pitcher's duel continues here, 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really there hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The Clippers lead it 2-1. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Ring your bell. The Clippers are victorious here, 2-1. Good night, everybody.
On 3 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base.